Hello, and a very, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to this special evening where the Department of Food and Nutrition, Maharani Kashishwari College, along with Nestle India, has tried to put up or tried to bring to you a special program, very different from all the webinars that are going on. In fact, we thought maybe we can have a little bit of fun. Fun from the general webinars, the long lectures, maybe the information, the knowledge. So the team, obviously inspired by our dearest principal ma'am, who's always there with us and supporting us all through everything. So we thought of bringing to you something new, something different, something innovative, something which the lockdown period has generally been able to bring to you. So naturally, this fun-filled event, we thought it was a recipe contest, and it was going on from quite some time now. And then we thought that the recipe contest, that is till the last date got over on the 5th, but so many people wanted to send in recipes even after that. So we kept the lines open for a few more days. I think that was all right during the lockdown period, getting the ingredients done, getting the recipes. So I'll just give you a brief update as to what happened. There were more than 150 recipes that poured in. Some of the things were incomplete. Some of the things were not with photos, but obviously they sent photos, but which were not downloadable, I would say. So we had to shortlist it uh, to about 125. And then the judges had a very, very difficult time. You'll meet the judges in the due course of the evening. The judges had a very difficult time bringing it down to 10 best recipes, the 10 best mouth-watering recipes. And believe me, they were not only from the nutrition students. These came from IITs, Indian Statistical Institute. It came from management houses as well. So the participants ranged far and wide all over the country. They were always, and they were, it was so difficult. Believe me, I really, really know that was a very difficult job. And from the 10, selecting the winners was even more difficult, a task performed by our principal ma'am. And she had also a very difficult and a very tedious time doing it because she kept telling that they were all very, very special. I'm sure ma'am will be the best person to tell about the event, of course. So over to you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Over to you. Our principal, Dr. Shima Chakraborty.
Good evening to all. Am I audible?
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's a very fine evening we have met for a fun, actually. And it is an excellent idea by Nestle and the Food and Nutrition Department of Maharani Kashishwari to conduct such a program in this pandemic situation when cooking in front of us, and after that, every time I like to taste, at least we, we judge after tasting, but this time we have missed that opportunity. But we are very happy that from various parts of the state, we have got participants. They are so enthusiastic, and actually I got after some selection, means there were since there were more than 150 candidates,
Yes,
means cooks. So I got about 19 after some selection on the basis of judgment by experts. I am not an expert in this field, but I just checked whether the names and other parts of the form they could fill properly, and of course by the pictures they had sent and the look of the item, and also I have gone through the nutritional value. After that, finally the judges have sent me 5 names. Should I announce them? But before announcing, I must say that actually we had been so happy if we could select everybody, because all items are just excellent with nutrition, with presentation, and with their description of recipe. We were very, very happy, but still, since it is a competition, we have to restrict the numbers. And please say, when should I announce the next?
Ma'am, sorry to, yes, ma'am, at the end, so that all the participants, we'll give them a little bit of maybe tension, a little bit of excitement. We have chefs joining us from all over, so they would be demonstrating their recipes, and after that, we will have the prize distribution ceremony, or should I say result declaration ceremony. So I'm sure we'll have you with us all through. Just a 1 hour program, I'm sure. I'm extremely thankful to you for the sparing so much time from your busy schedule. So thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you so much. So, ma'am, to pass on to the program, the Cook Well, Eat Well competition, as you all know, because most of you have participated in it, and there are others who've tuned in, even if they have not participated. There are others watching us as well outside the basic Zoom platform. I will like to just say something else regarding this, that we had received a huge number of recipes, and we thought, let's have a fun event. Just to declare results was not enough, so we wanted the young chefs that we have here, all of you, the dynamic, vibrant chefs who want to maybe become chefs later on in life as well. It would be really nice if they could get some tips from actual chefs. So we have invited some of them as well. So we are honored to have them with us today. So it's a program with a difference, a twist. Without much delay, I would like to invite the Nestle correspondent. She calls herself the culinary and the activation consultant of Nestle India. I would not call her that. I would call her our very own Bijoya Brahmachari. She's an expert our Department of Food and Nutrition from Maharani Kashishwari College. Yes, our very own Bijoya, or Biju as we call her. She is absolutely fantastic whenever we have such events. She's the one who's coordinated this entire thing. Thank you so much, Bijoya. And over to you. Over to you for the program update.
Very good evening to all. I am Bijoya Brahmachari. Hello, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, Bijoya, you're audible. Yes. You're good to go.
Yes. Very good evening to all. I am Bijoya Brahmachari, and I am working as a culinary and activation consultant in Nestle Kolkata branch. And first and foremost, I would like to say thanks to all the participants, ma'am. Ma'am, মানে এই যে হিউজ পার্টিসিপেশন ম্যাম আমরা এক্সপেক্ট করিনি ম্যাম, মানে আমি সবাই যে এত ম্যাম এই সময়ের মধ্যে সবাই যে ম্যাম এত সুন্দর টাইম নিয়ে এটাকে এত সুন্দরভাবে ম্যাম তৈরি মানে জিনিসটাকে অর্গানাইজ করেছিলাম, তার জন্য ম্যাম বিগ থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম, অ্যান্ড থ্যাংক ইউ প্রিন্সিপাল ম্যাম for giving us the opportunity, and thank you so much Anindita ma'am for helping us a lot ma'am. শুরু থেকে শেষ অবধি ম্যাম যেভাবে আপনি হেল্প করেছেন, আপনি না থাকলে হয়তো সম্ভবই হতো না। আলটিমেট ম্যাম আমরা ম্যাম প্রায় 150 থেকে 170টা মতো রেসিপিস আমাদের মেলে ম্যাম পেয়েছিলাম, তার মধ্যে থেকে আমরা শর্টলিস্ট করে প্রিন্সিপাল ম্যামকে এবং অনিন্দিতা ম্যামকে সিলেক্টেড কিছু রেসিপি শেয়ার করি, এবং প্রিন্সিপাল ম্যাম আমাদের ম্যাম উইনার্স সিলেক্ট করে দেন। অ্যান্ড ম্যাম খুব আমরা আনন্দিত, অ্যান্ড ম্যাম ভেরি হ্যাপি দ্যাট ম্যাম এত মানে পার্টিসিপেন্ট আমি আশা করিনি ম্যাম, সেটার জন্য খুবই helpful and thankful to Anindita ma'am, and ma'am Nestle তরফ থেকে ma'am we are ma'am thankful to you ma'am. That's it from my end ma'am. Now ma'am I over to you for completing the remaining formalities. Thank you once again Anindita ma'am and the principal ma'am.
Thank you so much, Vijay. Thank you. Now for the formal part of the program, for what you've been waiting for. We are extremely honored and extremely pleased to have with us someone who's dynamic, someone who's been with the hospitality industry for a very, very long time, if I'm not mistaken, 7 to 10 years maybe. A very young fellow, but someone who knows how to handle hospitality things. So the best person to give you tips on a recipe and maybe a few questions. So please welcome Shomo Roy, He's just to say a few words about Shomo. He started his career from the Pride Hotel, Ahmedabad, and then went on to the Peerless Inn. In fact, roamed all over. And finally, he's now in Dubai. So he's joined us from Dubai, from the Salt Box Vacation Homes. So it's a pleasure having you with us, Shomo. I think, I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, fantastic, Shomo. Thank you so much for sparing so much time from your busy schedule. I know how busy you are, and the timings of Dubai and India obviously are not very suitable, maybe. So
No,
over
that's
to you for your recipe.
thank you, thank you. First of all, a big thanks to you, Ananta ma'am and Seema ma'am and Maharani Kashishri College, who has given me the opportunity to come over here and join you all. As you personally know me that I am a very good food lover, so all kind of foods I prefer to eat, and I am, wherever I get good food, I run over to that place to taste, and a pure Bengali, you can say. So, but I would say that where I am currently staying right now in Dubai, or you can say United Arab Emirates, here the total food style is totally different. I mean, here you will get a mixture of all varieties of food. I mean, across the globe, whatever food you want, you can get over here. May it be Lebanese, may it be Mexican, continental, Indian. I mean, talking about Indian foods only, there is a specific place in Dubai where you get only Indian foods. I mean, starting from North India to South India, all kinds of food you get. So I know that all the persons who are here, they're all food lovers. So I have a small recipe with me. I mean, though I cannot make that much good food, but I still try sometime. A specialty of this place, which is Arabic chicken shawarma sandwich, which is known as here. I mean, we may all have tasted the Lebanese shawarma in Kolkata, maybe in some places, but this is Arabic chicken shawarma, which goes on with the pita bread. It comes on the pita bread actually, and it more or less, look like a sort of pizza sort, which you can wrap in, or you can eat it like a pizza also. So if you allow me, then I can share a small, tip on the recipe of that.
Absolutely, absolutely, Shomo. In fact, Shomo was telling me there's a lockdown. Dubai, I think, is free, corona free now, but we
Yes.
are under lockdown and having a lot of problems what to eat every day. So I asked him to share a recipe which was easy to make and
This
popular.
this
So
this particular thing doesn't takes much huge items from the market. I mean, our regular things which we have in the home only can make this item. I mean, it's a very good
absolutely,
evening snack, especially I can say you. So for this, you have, I mean, like there are three parts where you have to make it. First is the marination, you have to make it. Then you have to make the sauce of that, and you have to make the sandwich of that. So there are three different parts. So for the marination, basically you need the yogurt, the chili sauce, vinegar, white vinegar, barbecue sauce, and soya sauce, some cloves, garlic, white pepper grounded and black pepper grounded, cinnamon, and obviously boneless chicken breast, which is more important.
so for those who are listening in on for Shomo's recipe, I'm sure you have your papers and pen ready. So write it down fast. Yes, Shomo, continue.
So the chicken breast, which you have already got it, it should be into cubes or dices as per your convenience. You have to just marinate with all these items. I will again repeat: it should be yogurt, chili sauce, white vinegar, barbecue sauce, soya sauce, minced cloves and garlics, white pepper grounded, black pepper ground, and ground cinnamon. You have to just mix all these things, marinate this thing for at least 30 minutes, maybe. For 30 minutes, you marinate this chicken. In the meanwhile, you can just make the sauce of that, the base which will come on the bread. That will again consist of the yogurt, the tahini, the special tahini, which is actually made of sesame seeds. A sauce which is made of sesame seeds, lemon juice, garlic again, white pepper, and salt, little bit of salt. You have to just mix all this thing, and you have to mix it, blend it till it is very smooth. Now that is the sauce of this. So basically for making the sauce, it's only 4 to 5 items you have to just take, mix it, and it's the sauce is ready. For the sandwich, you have to take the pita round breads, a little bit of cabbage, onion, cucumber slices, small vegetables. Now all these things are all ready. The chicken marination is ready, the sauce is ready, the bread is ready. Now you have to just mix all these three together. You have to just heat cooking oil into any wok or skillet. Just put the chickens into that, the marinated chickens, and you have to heat it for around say 12 to 15 minutes on a high heat. Unless as long as the chicken is no longer any pinkish color, it turns into a golden brown color. So just heat up the chicken. Then you have to just take a flat pan, put the pita bread onto that, just toast it until it is golden brown, maximum 1 or 2 minutes. Take out the bread, put the sauce on the bread, put the chickens, add some garnishings like the onions, the cabbages, the cucumbers, wrap it either into a butter paper or a foil paper, or you can just have it normally with that, with a normal sauce. It's a very easy, maximum 40 minutes, the entire process, including the marination.
Wow, Shobot, thank you so much. It's just amazing. I already feel like having it now. I wish I could make it during this time. I'm sure all the young people who want to be chefs or who like cooking have written down everything that Shomo has said. And after this meeting or after this webinar, I would call, they will just go to the kitchen and make it. So just a few more tips, a little more of your time, Shomo. Just wanted to know a few tips for the people who want to go into the hospitality industry from Kolkata, because you've gone to so many places and now you're in Dubai. So people who want to go there, so or maybe somewhere else.
Obviously, after overcoming the current situation which we are going through, people will definitely get a chance to work across the world, not only Dubai. I will not prefer that, okay, come to Dubai only. There is across the globe, people can get chances anywhere. So according to my concept, if people are getting chances across the world, they should go and explore. Unless until they go and mix to all these places, they won't be able to know what is the difference between an Indian hospitality sector and an international hospitality sector. The total thing is totally different. I mean, the international way, what we see here, we not only handle one country guest, we handle the globe, across the globe. The people are coming over here. They have different tastes, they have different cultures, they have different religions, they have different societies. All this things you would definitely come to know, which obviously staying in one particular place or maybe Kolkata, India will not help you to learn all these things. So if people are getting chances across to go up out of India, definitely they are always welcome to go out, because people who stay outside obviously gathers more and more when they come back to their own country, they make their own place, their own experiences. They can use all those things and can take their country up to that level.
Absolutely, Shomo. Thank you so much. It was so lovely to hear you. I'm sure all the young people are completely motivated. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So passing on to the next part of the program, we have another very special guest with us. And just to introduce her, I'm feeling so much, happy, glad, and emotional as well, because she was also an ex-student of Maharani Kashishwari College Art Department, Food and Nutrition, and then she's now a very well-known chef in Four Seasons, Mumbai. Let me introduce Ankita. She's been a trainee all over. She's again shifted from one hotel to another, and now she's a perfect chef. Ankita, I request you to please turn on your video, and she would show us a few of the chatpat recipes or jaldi recipes. Hi, chatpat recipes or jaldi recipes. What Ankita told me was, ma'am, I don't have my chef's coat. Actually, her entire building is under lockdown. Sorry, the containment zone. So naturally, she is not allowed to go out or come in. So that under the situation, even you know what the condition of Mumbai is. Maharashtra is in a very bad shape. But Ankita, thank you so much for joining in, even under these conditions. We don't need your chef's coat. We don't need your chef's hat. But over to you for your recipe. Yes, Ankita, your video, please. Ankita, you can switch on your video, please. You were absolutely fine. Yes, Ankita. I think she's just arranging. Yes, Ankita. You're good to go? Yeah. Actually, she has made a lot of preparations. She's not in her hotel, so she needs to prepare the kitchen. So over to you, Ankita, and your recipes, your yummy recipes.
Hi, everyone. Am
Hi,
I audible
Ankita.
to everyone?
Yes, absolutely, Ankita. We are seeing you after such a long time.
Hi, I am Ankita Sadhukan, as ma'am has already introduced me as one of her students. So my name is Ankita Sadhukan. I work as a chef in Four Seasons Hotel, Mumbai. And I am so thankful for ma'am. I'm so thankful to ma'am and principal ma'am both for having me in this meeting today. And as she has already said, I work in Four Seasons Hotel, Mumbai as a continental chef. I used to be a student of Maharani Kashishwari College, and as you all know, this competition is in association with Maharani Kashishwari College, and I am absolutely feeling proud to say that I am also a student of ex-student of Maharani Kashishwari College. Yes, you heard me right, I was also a student. So, as they already told me to make something easy yet tasty for you, so I will make something, one soup and one salad for you today. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes,
Everyone?
yes, Ankita, we can hear you. Don't worry.
Thank you. So, without further ado, I'll start with my recipes now. So today I'll make two recipes. One is Tibetan thukpa, it's a noodle soup, and the other one is Korean kimchi salad. So I'll make these two. These are very easy salad and soup that you can make. Remember, you do not need to go out to get stuffs. Whatever you have in your house, you can make this salad and soup with them all. You do not need to go out because you know what is happening around us right now. It's a pandemic situation. So I would not tell you to go out to buy stuff. Instead, whatever you have, whatever I will show you, I have in my house. So I can assume you also have this stuff in your house. So I'll show what are the ingredients that we need today. Thukpa is actually originated from Bhutan, not Bhutan, actually from Tibet, and from Tibet to Bhutan and Nepal, everywhere else. Nepalese thukpa and Tibetan thukpa bit different from each other. Nepali thukpa, today I'll make actual authentic Tibetan thukpa that is more subtle and that is more flavorful. But in Nepalese thukpa, what they use some Nepalese curry flavor, which is actually more similar to garam masala, which is very hot. So today I'll make Tibetan thukpa, and for this, let me show you what are the ingredients that we need. So we need onion. I can say onion we all have in our house. Some carrots, it is also available, and some beans. These are the ingredients. These are the vegetables that you need. And along with this, you need some cabbage. You need some spring onion, some coriander, some lemon, and whatever noodle you have at your home available. So for making the thukpa, we need to make a base. So for the base, we need some ingredients. So I'll show you what are the ingredients. So I have used one tomato, small size tomato. This much amount of ginger we need, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, and green chilies. Here I have used green chilies. Actually, in Tibetan thukpa, they use bird eye chili, which is a small chili, red small chili, which is very spicy. But unfortunately, I don't have that chili right now in my house. So I will opt for this green chili. Remember, and along with that, I need some Szechuan pepper. Now let me show you what is Szechuan pepper. It looks like this. You might think it looks like the regular peppercorn that we use in our house, but no. This is actually not regular peppercorn. This is Szechuan pepper, which is actually called as timur. This is a dried berry. So don't worry if you do not have. I understand we don't use Szechuan pepper in our everyday cooking. So I understand that you do not have that readily available in your home. So what you can do instead of that, you can put some black pepper powder. You can put more in amount so that you can get the strong flavor, because Szechuan pepper has got this strong spicy flavor in it. So I have grinded all of these ingredients and I have made a paste out of it. So this is the paste that I will use, that I have made with tomato, ginger, garlic, chilies and Szechuan pepper. So this is going to be the base of the noodle soup. So let me start. Along with this paste, we need one more thing, which is chicken stock. Here, I have already made the chicken stock. You can see the color, right? You can see the fat on top of the stock. This is actually chicken broth. How you can make chicken broth? So you can take one medium-sized onion and 4 to 5 cloves of garlic and some chicken bones. And then you have to boil all of these ingredients for like 7 to 8 minutes. Then you will get this flavorful stock, which is called chicken broth. But if you do not have chicken bones ready in your home, so you can do one thing. I can give you some alternative for that. So you can use this Maggi Magic cubes that I have not used today, but just to give you an alternative to chicken stock if chicken bones are not there available in your home. So you can use this Maggi chicken cubes. These are actually dried chicken stocks. So you can put 2 of this pouch and you can boil the water for 10 minutes so that you can get a flavorful chicken stock. This is actually nice, but today I would like to go authentic way, so I have made my own chicken stock. This is how I like to eat my thukpa soup. Thukpa is actually Tibetan soup, and thuk means heart. So this actually full of heartwarming noodles, and this actual bowl is full of nutrients because we are using carrots, which is full of beta carotene, good for eyes. We have used cabbage, which is gut friendly, high fibrous vegetable, along with this beans, which is also very good for your intestine and stomach. So just let me show you how I made this noodle soup. So first, I will saute this paste, and for sauteing this, I have used some oil. You can use any oil. I have used some rice bran oil, which is good for heart again. So I just need to heat some oil. Here I'm going to put the paste. This is going to be the base of the soup. So you have to saute it really nice so that you can get nice soup. While this base is getting cooked, I need to tell you something. Sorry, I just need to check it one more time. So what I was telling, whenever we cook something at home, the restaurant style doesn't come out. So for that, you need to keep something in your mind that the vegetables that they use in Oriental cooking, as this is an Oriental cooking, the vegetables are very crunchy. So it should not get soggy at all. Otherwise, you get that restaurant style taste. That was the chef's tip for today. So I will not cook my vegetables for a long time. So I have not put any of the vegetables in the base right now. So I need to cook it really, really nicely. So it will take around 5 to 6 minutes. Being a continental chef, I do not like continental food at all. Sometimes I can have continental food, but I like oriental food and Indian food more. I have been working in this hotel for last 2.5 years, and I'm really enjoying this. As ma'am has already told all of you that I used to be a Kashishwari, Maharani Kashishwari College student. I also completed my food and nutrition graduation from Maharani Kashishwari College. But then right after completion of my graduation, I asked myself whether I like to go for the master's course. But then I couldn't get the answer that no, I do not want to go for master's. So I opt for culinary industry and I joined hotel management to be a chef. And here I'm working as a chef. So the masala is already cooked. So here in this masala, I'm going to add this thin slices of onion, the carrot, and I'll cook for some more time. Remember, you do not want to cook it for a very long time, otherwise the vegetables won't be that crunchy, it will get soggy and you won't get that restaurant style flavor in it. You just need to have here I am going to add some salt and some roasted cumin powder. Just a bit. That's it. So I'll cook this for some more time. And I'll add beans and the cabbage. Need to mix it really well. You can add whatever vegetables you want. You can add bell peppers. You can add any other vegetables that you like, capsicum. So our test is almost ready. Just a couple of more minutes. I think I need to put some more salt in it. And just put the vegetables are not soggy. Instead, the vegetables are really very crunchy. So in this, I'll now add the flavorful broth. In this, I'm going to add some coriander for flavor, and I'll allow it to come to a boil. In this, I like to put, actually we should put it at the last, but I like to put some chili soy. It's nothing, just chili sauce, soy sauce, some chopped chilies, and some vinegar, and that's it. This we should use as an accompaniment with this thukpa. We need to drizzle this seasoning on top. I'll just let it come to a boil. While this one is coming to a boil, let me just assemble the thukpa noodle soup. Here I have already boiled some egg noodles. Whatever noodle you have readily available at your home, you can use that. I had egg noodles, so I'm using that today. So let me just quickly assemble all of them. Just need to take this much amount of noodle. You can put it in the bowl. And for the garnishing, I'm going to use one boiled egg. I have already boiled the egg. I'll cut it from middle. Don't worry, my hands are all clean. I have washed and sanitized my hand before I started cooking. This is already coming to a boil. We'll have to wait for another 1 minute so that I can put this flavorful soup on top of this noodle. You can also opt for vegetable thukpa. So for that, you do not need to make chicken stock. For that, you can make vegetable stock. You can also get Maggi vegetable cube like this, vegetable cube, so that you can make vegetable stock with this. Or if you want, you can make your own vegetable stock with any of the vegetables that we have, like carrots, like capsicum, like beans, like onions, whatever vegetable you have readily available in your home. You can just bring it to a boil and you can strain the vegetables, and voila, your vegetable stock is done. So it's all ready. I personally prefer chicken. So today I am making chicken. You should also go have high protein chicken. Like today I am making this chicken noodle soup. Chicken, as you know, it's full of protein, and eggs also I'll be using. This is also full of protein. So during this pandemic time, we should get our immunity boosters, and we can have our immunity from this soup. And this bowl is full of goodness. Trust me, it's tasty and it's yet healthy.
Yes, absolutely. It looks
It has
amazing.
already come to a rolling boil. Not yet rolling. Yes, our soup is done. So now, the best part. You just can take some vegetables, you can pour it on top of the noodle. Just take some soup, you can pour. As I mentioned earlier, this is a soupy noodle. So this is going to be quite liquidy. I hope you can all see the soup and the vegetables and the noodle. Now I'll just garnish it. And just
While Ankita is garnishing her soup, I would take this opportunity.
onions. I have cut them in slants.
Yes, to welcome Chef Pavan Singh.
Freshly cut coriander.
Yes, I would take this opportunity while she's garnishing her soup. I would like to welcome Chef Pavan Singh. Welcome, Chef. It's so nice to have you with us. He's has been working with J.W. Marriott, if I'm not mistaken, for the past 4 years and has immense experience in the field. We'll just come back to you after Ankita finishes her recipe, just for 5 more minutes. Thank you so much, Chef.
It's ready. Your Tibetan thukpa soup ready. You just need to put. She said something. Soy sauce, chili soy on top, and it's ready. Trust me, it's full of nutrition and it's tasty. I hope everyone enjoyed making this soup. This is very easy to make at home. So, as ma'am has requested me to show another salad, which is again very healthy options. So I'll quickly make some salad today. So what salad are we going to make today is Korean kimchi salad. So Korean kimchi salad is a very popular Korean salad that every Korean people use as a side dish. Like the way we use pickle at home, rice with rotis, with parathas, with naan, everything. This kimchi salad they make and they keep it for fermentation. So this is actually fermented pickle and fermented. So for fermentation, we have to keep it for at least 1 week to 2 weeks. But today I will show you the recipe how to make Korean kimchi salad. For Korean kimchi salad, I'll tell you what are the ingredients that you need. But for that, first I'll quickly make the base of the salad. So for that, I'll be needing some rice flour, Here I have taken a non-stick pan so that it doesn't stick to the pan. Here I have taken and in this rice flour, I'm going to add some water. This is just regular room temperature water. Just don't put the water on at a time, otherwise it will become very liquidy and you do not want the porridge to be very liquidy. You just need to have a good thick porridge. This is just regular rice flour. Authentically they use sweet rice flour that is not really available in India. That is actually available in Korea, but here we are using our regular rice flour, chawal ka atta that we all say, or chaler guro in Bengali, what we call. So as you can see, I'm adding water little by little, and I'm mixing this porridge. I have made this porridge because I have to keep it aside for some time so that it gets cool. You just need to make sure that it doesn't have any lumps in it. Rice flour gets thickened very fast. So you have to have a check on the consistency. I'll just let it simmer for some time. I'll show you the actual consistency after 2 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll tell you what are the ingredients that we need for kimchi salad. So for kimchi salad, what we actually use is Napa cabbage. What is Napa cabbage? Napa cabbage is also known as Chinese cabbage, which is long in size, not our regular Indian cabbage. So Chinese cabbage I couldn't get. As I said, you do not need to go out from your house to get Chinese cabbage. You can use your regular cabbage that is available in your home. You can use that. So today I have used our regular Indian cabbage. So what you have to do, you have to put it in a airtight container 2 hours prior making this kimchi salad. I have cut, I'll just make salad, so let me just quickly wear some gloves. Food hygiene you have to maintain. So I have already put on a gloves. So this is regular cabbage because I couldn't get Chinese cabbage, as I said, and I have cut them in big chunks, and I have washed them thoroughly, and I have put some salt, and I have kept this in cool place with an airtight container for 2 hours before. So you have to keep it ready 2 hours prior so that all the excess moisture can get out. Okay. So as you have to ferment it for some time, you cannot, as I was saying, it is a fermented salad. So you do not want the excess moisture in the cabbage to be in the cabbage. So you have to take this from the cabbage for 2 hours so that excess moisture can come out. So now I have taken a mixing bowl and I have put this cabbage. can see how much water is coming out from the cabbage. See, these are the water that was there in the cabbage. So we do not need that. And as this is a vegetable salad, what they use carrot, like thin slices of julienne carrot. So I'm mixing some carrots in it. And they also use Korean radish. Korean radish is shorter in size and it's stouter and it's more flavorful than our regular radish. But I couldn't get Korean radish, so I'm using our regular radish. So cabbage, carrot, radish. Now the best part. Now we have to make our kimchi base. So you can see the consistency now, right? This is very thick. You can see the consistency. So this should be the consistency and there is no lumps in it. So I'm going to put this in a bowl. In this, I'm going to use hot pepper flakes. This is hot pepper flakes. If you do not have hot pepper flakes readily available in your home, you can use our degi mirch or tikha lal that we use, which doesn't have much color, but it's very hot, it's very spicy. The regular pepper powder you can use. So today I'm using hot pepper flakes. This is actually from a Korean store because I love Korean dishes like Korean ramen and Korean salad and everything. So I go to a Korean grocery store like after 2 months or so. So I got this hot pepper flakes from that Korean grocery store. So I'm adding. It's very hot. This is actually from Mexico. Hot pepper is actually from Mexico. So I'm using this much because I do not want my kimchi to be too spicy. And now this is Korean pepper flakes. This is actually Korean pepper, which is not so spicy, but it adds a bit color. So if you do not have Korean pepper flakes in your home, what you can use Kashmiri red chili powder, which is also not so spicy, but it gives you a very rich color. So we want that color in our kimchi. So I am using this Korean red chili powder. I also got this from that same Korean grocery store. In Mumbai, we have these Korean stores all over Mumbai. We can go everywhere, and I love Korean food. So I'm adding this. In this, I'm going to add some powdered sugar. Some salt. And we have to mix it. You can see the rich red color, right? This is from the Korean pepper flakes. Our base is ready. So now you have to mix this with the vegetables. And you have to nicely massage all the cabbages, carrots, and radish all together. You have to nicely massage them. can make sure the chili paste covers the entire vegetable. In this, I'm going to add some scallions and some spring onion. Now you must be thinking, what is scallion? Scallion is nothing but the bulb of spring onion. Spring onion bulb, the bulb that you get from a spring onion sprig is called scallions. So you can cut them in slants and you can mix this with the salad. And it's done. Our flavorful kimchi salad is all ready. Now how you can store them? You have to make them at least 1 week before you want to have it so that it can get fermented. So you can store it in a earthenware pot that we use to store achar in our houses. That earthenware pot, you can keep this salad in that earthenware pot so that it can get fermented, and you have to keep it stored in a cool and dry place. I forgot to tell you something. Actually, I have already made some pulled chicken, like boiled chicken. These are all pulled. I want to put them in my soup also. I forgot to show you that before. It's done. Our kimchi salad and our chukka soup is all ready. I hope you all enjoyed this session. I'm extremely thankful to Anindita ma'am to have me in this virtual meeting. I'm feeling proud to say that I used to be a Maharani Kashishwari student. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Ankita. It was just amazing, healthy food, fantastic recipe, easy to make at home even during the lockdown period. So I'm sure all of you are going to make this, all very healthy items, cabbage, radish, so many lovely items, and thuppa obviously is very healthy, as we all know now. Now, for the final part of the program, for which you all have been waiting for the result, the declaration of the results for the recipe contest. Just to give you again a brief intro to the entire competition in very brief, because so many of you have joined in a little late. We had a lot of recipes, more than 150 recipes, as Bijoya was saying. So we had a very difficult time shortlisting them. There were a lot of factors that were considered before the shortlisting, and Principal Ma'am has done a fantastic job. And in fact, we could not decide. In fact, from the 10, we could not decide. We were not very good at deciding who have come first and second and last or whatever. I would not last, but definitely one of the last in the 10, first 10. So what we have done is we have given prizes to the first. I'm sure Bijoy will agree with me, to the best 10. But obviously the first 5 are the best recipes, as we have called them. And the next 5 are special recipes, which obviously deserve special mention. So out of the 150, 170 odd recipes, the 10 that have been selected, the first 5, the first 10 would get prizes. I hope you have understood. The first 5 are the best recipes, and the next 5 would be the special recipes. So naturally, this is the time for which you have been waiting for. I request Principal Ma'am to please declare the results and start her video as well. Her video is switched off. Is Principal Ma'am there? Is Ma'am, we are waiting for you. Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. And ma'am, you're muted. Ma'am, you're muted. Ma'am, please unmute your mic. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, yes, ma'am, you're audible. Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes.
As ma'am declares the results, we also have a PowerPoint presentation for you all. So if ma'am announces the names, we will start the PowerPoint. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh. Yes.
The
names.
final moment.
5 names.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
From number 5, right?
Yes.
Yes. Number 5, there is Oyon Haldar.
Can you please put on your video, Oyun?
Maggie Momo.
Oyun, can you please switch on your video? We want to see you and your reaction. If Oyun is with us, please switch on your video. We want to see you and your expression for winning this. Yes, ma'am, the second name, fourth one.
Yes, fourth one is Natasha Dotto. She
Natasha.
prepared, yes, fried paneer Maggie.
Fantastic. Natasha, if you're there, please switch on your videos. It would be really nice if we can see all of you. Yes, Natasha, please switch on your video. We want to see your reaction. Yes, Natasha. Great. Great. Congratulations. The third prize.
Yes. Congratulations.
The third prize.
Third prize goes to Dr. Shatabdi Ghosh. Yes.
Dr. Shatabdi Ghosh.
She made egg Maggie pizza.
Fantastic. What a lovely recipe. If Shatabdi Ghosh is with us, can you please put on your video? We want to see you and congratulate you. In fact, all the 180, 90 participants. So the second one, I think Shatabdi is not there.
Second one is Shumi De. Shumi De, she made fishy Maggie.
Fishy Maggie, great. Fishy Maggie. I will Shatabdi Ghosh, congratulations.
And with congratulations, I must mention that the picture, like a fish, was excellent.
Yes, yes, yes. If Shumi is there, if she can switch on her video, please. Shumi, the second contestant, Shumi. Okay, we'll not wait for Shumi. Maybe she'll join in later. And the first one, ma'am. First one. Someone who's come first.
Shreyoshi Dash and
Shreyosri Dash. Shreyosri Dash is Shreyosri Dash.
Maggie.
Sushi wrap. Fantastic recipe. Wow, what innovation. Is Shreyosri Dash with us? If yes, please put on your video. Shreyosri, if you are with us, I will go on to the screen sharing. Shreyosri, if you are there, please switch on your video. So this was the recipe contest, as ma'am has already announced. This is Shreyasri Das. So we were skeptical about your turning on the video. So this is Shreyasri. Congratulations. She had made Maggie sushi wrap. For those of you who want the recipe, you will get the entire program on YouTube. If you want to catch up on Shomo Roy's recipe, if you want to catch up on Ankita's recipe, you can go on to Maharani Kashishwari College YouTube site and you will get all the videos there of all the webinars actually. Second, ma'am was saying, as she was saying, the fishy Maggie, the shape of the dish, fantastic. Shumi De, I really want to eat this one. Third is Shatabdi Ghosh, the egg Maggie pizza. The fourth one is Natasha Datta, fried paneer Maggie. And the fifth is Oyun Haldar, the only male contestant. A lot of participants were there, the only male contestant who won actually from Behala College, Maggie Momo. This is so good. Now the first 5, the winners, and the next 5 who are also winners, special recipes as we have called them. So let's go. Who are the next 5? We have Komola Shaha with Oats Delight Maggie Omelette. I really want you all to switch on your videos to get your reaction on this one. Ma'am, these are the special extra 5 recipes who have also won prizes, but these are special prizes, like consolation prizes. They were really good. So Oats Delight Maggie Omelette. The next one, I think the 7th recipe goes Debolina Shin from the Department of Home Science, Emoji Maggie Sandwich. Wow, I love the faces, I love the emojis. The trend of the day, of course, emojis. The next recipe is Sneha Chakraborty. She's made a stuffed masala aloo rava idli with vegetable salad. Sneha, congratulations. Antora Mondol is there with the next recipe, Maggie chaat. It looks yummy and obviously healthy because she's added a lot of vegetables, I think. So congratulations, all of you. I will just go once more if you have missed your names. Antora Mondol with the Maggie chaat. We have Sneha Chakraborty with the Rava Idli. We have Debolina Shen with the emoji Maggie sandwich. We are going in the opposite direction. Then we obviously have, yes, Sneha. After Sneha, we have Debolina Shen, emoji Maggie, and then Kamala Shaha, the Oats Delight Maggie Omelette. Then we have Oyun Haldar, congratulations, Oyun, for being such a wonderful chef. You were the only one male contestant. The contestants, obviously, we had more, but you were the only winner among all the 9 girls. So congratulations to you. The next one is the fried paneer Maggie. Yes, Natasha Datta. Shatabdi Ghosh with she's from the Indian Statistical Institute, as I was saying. Statistics, mathematics, and cooking. Wow, what a combination. Egg Maggie pizza. Shumi De, fishy Maggie, looks delicious. We will have to taste this before we give out the prizes, of course. And we have Shreya Sridash with the sushi. Wow. Maggie sushi wrap. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you so much, ma'am. Announcement, the final announcement for the day, you will get certificates. Certificates will be given to all the participants and e-certificates would be handed out. But for the 10 winners, please contact the phone number. You would be getting lovely Nestle hampers. If Bijoya is there, I'm sure Bijoya is ready, in fact, ready with all the prizes. I just wish that we could have it physically, not virtually. She would be sending out the prizes. Please contact her. There are gift hampers ready for you. There are gift hampers ready for our judge, who our principal ma'am, who has painstakingly taken the trouble to judge so many dishes. It was really difficult, I know, ma'am, but thank you so much for your support and love all the time. And so please collect your certificates, please collect your prizes, and e-certificates will be given to all the participants. So thank you so much for joining in today. I hope you had a nice time. And thank you, Ankita. Thank you, Chef Shomo, and thank you, Chef Pavan, for tuning in to this lovely program arranged by the Department of Food and Nutrition in collaboration with Nestle India. Thank you so much, all of you. Good night, and have a very nice time.